The consummate performer since childhood, Jackson was entirely unfazed by the day, and so the show went on. He donated one of his jackets. It was auctioned for £16,000. And still the fans tried desperately hard to get near him.
I love you. I love you, Michael. How are you? Can I have a hug, please? Please, may I hug you?
Sorry, this way.
I'm the leader.
Germany loves you, Michael.
I love Germany.
Oh, Michael, I love you.
Michael, can I have
It was the final night in Berlin, and Jackson was the main draw at Germany's Bambi Awards. He was to be honoured for a lifetime of musical achievement. Yet again, Jackson seemed extremely agitated, and for the first time, he didn't want our cameras focused on him.
Look at him, Mike, look at him, look at him.
He only wanted us to capture the adulation of his fans. While his security carried out last-minute checks backstage, the build-up to his award began. An elaborate series of introductions had been organised, but Jackson's disastrous trip to Berlin still held one last humiliation for him.
I think that Michael is a king.
Thank you, Michael Jackson, for writing such a beautiful song. What more can I give?
And the king is unbeatable.
With the ceremony entirely in German, Jackson took to the stage too early. The confusion was excruciating for all of us. The first name check was not for him, but for the presenter of the award, Boris Becker.
The one and only für den Bambi Popstar of the Millennium, Michael Jackson.
The award was supposed to seal his position as the king of pop, but by the end of this trip, it had done nothing of the kind. And there was something else that was bothering me. Back in Neverland, I'd met one of his good friends, a 12-year-old boy. In the time I'd known Michael Jackson, we'd touched on most aspects of his life, save for one, his relationship with children. For me, perhaps the most disturbing aspect of his life story. As he often does, he'd invited a group of disadvantaged children to Neverland. They couldn't believe their luck.
As you come down this way, you're going to see the game room is right there. See? See where that big machine is inside? That's where I play all my games. And that's the tennis court. Ooh, hold on. Tell them to hold on. Don't fall out. Oh my God, if you dance too, I'll dance with you guys.
I dance too.
Because I'm kind of shy.
You gonna dance for us?
You gotta dance with me.
Yeah, teach us how to do the moonwalk.
Oh, you know how to do the moonwalk. I learned it from you guys.
What's over there?
Oh, don't stand up yet. Hold on. I'm pretty bad. Okay, don't stand up yet. It's gonna jerk. It's gonna jerk. It's gonna, one little jerk. Okay. Okay, now you can go. But don't run. Whatever you do, don't run.
He was evidently enjoying the company of the children, and they liked being there too.
How about a snow cone? Oh, I buy them from companies around the world. I'm getting a roller coaster next to go over there. And
roller coaster? Do you have a water park?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna build a water park on the other side of this mountain.
You got a water park?
No, we're going to. We're gonna build it. So you can come in your swimsuit.
Michael, can we go on any ride?
Yeah, sure.
What the children wanted, they got, and everything was free. And for a day, Jackson got to be one of them.
Can I have one too?
She called it first and then you called it.
Oh, me.
Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
The problem was, I, like everyone, knew that 10 years ago, children were being invited to sleep over at Neverland. One of them, a 13-year-old boy, accused Jackson of sexual abuse, a claim that cost him millions of dollars. I'd assumed that now he'd be more cautious. But to my utter astonishment, I discovered that children were still sleeping over, sometimes in his house, sometimes in his bedroom. And then I met 12-year-old Gavin and his brother and sister. Gavin met Jackson 2 years ago after he'd been told he was dying of cancer.
Your left, right, get on down. Your left.
What is it, Gavin, about Michael that makes him connect so well with children? What is it?
Because he's really a child at heart. He acts just like a child. He knows how a child is. He knows what a child thinks. See, because I think that you don't necessarily have to be a child just because society says 18 and up, you're adult. That doesn't really matter. You're an adult when you want to be one.
Isn't that great? Not sick at all. No more cancer. All gone. All gone.
He's taller than me now.
When they told him he was gonna die. Isn't that great?
They told my parents to plan for his funeral because there was no chance.
They told your parents to plan for his funeral.
They told he wasn't gonna grow. He wasn't gonna be able to have kids.
I got a growth spurt.
He had growth spurts during chemotherapy.
I went from 4'10" to 5'4".
See? Medicine don't know it all, do they?
According to Gavin,